Good morning, YouTube. I'm Yasmin. I'm host for Talk and Talk. That is a platform where we practice languages by fully conversation in the language that we are practicing for. We have some questions and some subjects to guide us in these conversations. So today our subject will be identity, trust, and the power of our haircut. Also, we have some questions, but it's not obligated to follow all of them in the same order or something like that. It's just to guide us to have something to talk about. And I'm not a teacher, I'm not here to correct anybody. I'm here just to guide our conversation as a student. And the main objective is practice our talking and confidence. So we can check more how it works in our website. Starting with our first question with Luis. For you, how important is a haircut to a person's identity and self-esteem?
I think I'm not the right person to answer this question because I really don't care about haircut. For instance, because I spend a lot of time going to a barber shop every week because of my previous job, and now I think that has 2 years that I don't cut my hair, and I became more bald. My hair is falling, and for me it's just uh, a simple thing, but I know there's a lot of things that hair is part of a cultural, your personal identity and the cultural things. But personally, I this is not a subject that I care too much.
And have you ever passed through a situation like the video that you said, oh, just trim on the sides and then the barber just cut all of your hair?
Yes, all the time because the barber man, I don't know how to say. The guy from the barber shop was very old, friend of mine, and he never I think that he knew just one kind of cut, because he had a very low price and was a very cool environment. And yes, he never, because because it was very difficult for me because I always try to cut my hair like Elvis Presley, but he didn't know how to cut like this, like that. And he always failed. He cut like a guy in a prison, and was this.
Yeah, everyone already passed through a similar experience. Thank you, Luis. Romeo, and for you, the first question, how important is our haircut to a person's identity and self-esteem?
Well, it's a good question. I think, I think it is important. It's very important because I think a good record, a good view can can bring good feelings, for your day, maybe for your life. You know, I think it is important because I believe that this can can be the people or the person be confident for try many things, like a good meeting in your job or in other situations that the first impression that the appearance is really important, you know. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I agree with you. The appearance is a first impression in a lot of environments and makes a lot of difference if there is a good haircut or not. And for you, have you ever passed through a situation like the video that you asked just to trim on the sides but get another kind of haircut?
Sorry, could you repeat this question? I
Have you
couldn't
ever
hear well.
passed through a situation that the barber man don't didn't do what you wanted to do?
No, exactly like the video shows for us, but some situations I don't like the result, I try to change how can I say, my usual record, you know, and there was the result is not enjoy for me, but I try to make the same record for a long time because I think this it is the I think the appearance that I may identify, when I show and I look me in the mirror, you know, that's it.
Thank you for sharing with us. And for you, Leanderson,
I'm sorry, which question we are right now?
is the first question.
Oh, the first. How important is the haircut to a person you identify? And self-esteem. Oh, it's very, very, very important. Well, I had a long hair in a few months, and I realized that the perception of people in general mode are different when you have a long hair. Well, depends the environment. That's a negative point or a positive point, or well, many times it really don't matter. But uh, for my career, I realized in some interviews that's a bad point. So I decided to cut that, and now I'm with a short hair. But well, I intend to to I think to have a long hair in a few weeks again. It's nice.
Nice. I hope you reach that and have long hair again. So, Marcia, and for you, how important is a haircut to a person's identity and self-esteem?
I think it is important because you we need to feel good with our appearance, but sometimes because sick or something like that, you can't, And if you think about that, you realize it's a we think this not affect us in your days, but it's very strange because it's for example, if the video, the guy don't 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 wanna change very much, and when he see, oh my God. So I think it's very important to be confident, to be happy, to feel like yourself, you know?
Yeah, and have you ever passed through a similar situation where a stylist just do not do your hair like you want to?
And not like that. One time I changed the color I to my hair, but I have I had so much chemistry and my hair cut, with because the chemistry. So I had long hair and my hair I needed to cut here. Only one time I cry because my hair because I'm not uh, I'm a woman, but I don't care very much because hair grow up again. I don't have so much problem with this, But that time, I remember I cried because I needed to cut so much, and that's a thing that I don't want it on the time, But happened. Shit happens.
Yeah. It's really bad when we do a cut that we don't want to do.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing this experience with us. So let me see here another question. I go to the second. So, Marcia, the customer wants to keep growing his hair, but the barber seems to have a different vision. How important is clear communication in a service like this?
It's important to know what you want and explain. So, for example, when I needed to cut my hair or change the color, every time I bring with me the photo with reference, to the, I don't know, cabeleireiro is the same.
You search here, but I think it's hairstylist. but-
Hairstyles to do the most close to the picture, I think it's very important to explain what you want, because sometimes the oh my God, I forgot the words. O entendimento is different, and maybe you go out frustrated, very frustrated, or sad.
Yeah, I agree with you. The photos are good. A good thing to take with us because I think it's more easy to explain what we want as a
Yes.
haircut.
Yes.
Because sometimes just explain if we say, oh, I want a long hair. But long hair is different for each person. So I think photos are a good specification of that. Romeo, and for you about the question too.
It's a good question too. Let me see. I think the person that visited a hairstylist having a goal or expected, let me say, expected for that result, But not always the result that the person expected is really good. I think it is important to open the mind for receive a good view, like a second opinion about the try the new the new expected that the person wants, Um, in my case, or for men's, is not common, or in general, I think men's prefer a short hair, but others also look like, because how can I say, had a good hair, like smooth hair, And some men's this style is really good. It's really good to show, it's really good. But not is not always. I think a good haircut or in a short hair is really good for 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 for, for the person, But I think it is important to establish the communication about what you want, and the hairstylist propose for a good view, and try to have a good, how can I say, a good how can I say, entendimento. I don't know, for agree, for both agree this situation, for try have a good result. Yeah, I think that's it. It's hard to explain this, but it is.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think A lot of the barbers and hairstylists know all kinds of hairs and could know what will fit good on us and what will fit bad, but also have the other part of the communication of how the person wants the hair and find a balance in that. For example, if someone wants a haircut that will not fit so good, the hairdresser must to say no, but for your shape of your hair, for the kind of your hair, this will not fit so good, but have this another haircut that's similar and will fit better. So I think the communication on both sides is very important to everyone gets happy in the end.
Yeah.
And for you, Luis, a question too.
Well, I think that yeah, communication is very important, but I think that's important as well. Make a research if you want a specific haircut. You need to understand if the barber is able to do a specific haircut. And I think that is a luck game. Because sometimes your barber or hairdresser can make good work or bad work, but I think that you need to research before and this kind of things.
Yeah, nowadays it's easier because there are uh, some rates that we can search for on the internet, so we can see how the people is feeling in this uh, hairdresser or barber shop, and then see if is a good professional or not so good. So yeah, nowadays is really easy to search for that. And for you, Lian.
Well, I think that letting your hair grow doesn't mean abandoning the barber service, because you still need trims to help with the cut. Man, man nowadays use barbers to get the braids and eyebrows done, and they do that at the barber. So uh, I guess one thing is one thing, other thing is other thing. In English, it don't make sense, but uh, you need a barber for independent your decision to have a cut hair or long hair.
Yeah, makes sense. Because there are a lot of things to get maintenance. So yeah, thank you, Lian. So I will skip to the number 5. I think this is really interesting. So, Lian, the barber says, I've been doing this for over 20 years. I think I know what I'm doing. Should experience always override the customer specific request?
Guess not. I guess the client had always to have the attention, and well, the client have to determine how what he want to see in the mirror. So that barber was give his client a bad experience. So I don't agree with that. But the action scene, the fight was nice. But I guess in my case it was, if the something like that happened to me, I will never come back in that barber.
Yeah, it's kind of broken of trust. Luis, and for you, what's your opinion about question 5?
Yes, I think a very interesting question because my barber he did this for more than 30 years, but he knows one cut, but it's okay. It's okay for me. It's not a deal because I know that he will cut my hair with just one style that is not, but the price is justified. These things.
Yeah, is a way to not break the expectations too, because you know will be the same. So
Yes.
yeah, you know the final result of it. So Romeo, and for you about the question 5.
Well, I think the experience is good, you know, but um, the issue, the customer issues is very important too, you know. Um, Let me, if you ask me something, I know a barber, how can I say, it's like a artist, you know. He's, how can I say, he's like, he had a good experience in record, specifically using a scissor, you know. He used less, how can I say, a machine, electric machine, because he thinks the how can I say, the record is a art, you know, and he he tried to imagine a good view that he would like to change for the person, you know. It's really important because the um the professional view is really good, you know. Maybe the person can understand that, you know, can understand uh, the opportunity to change a good view. I think like oh my gosh, it's hard to explain that. A good view like for example, means try to transform it in hand, you know, uh, because because the record, the little record can make or can change the person, because combine the face, combining the many elements in the person face, you know. It's very important to this professional view, because he look the person, how can I say, by close, and he understand the opportunity to change a good view, try looks nice, how can I say, the appearance for the people, for the person, you know. I think is really important in this case, but the customer that's go for a hair shop uh, with a goal is really important. The record, the hair stylist, uh, how can I say, follow this issue that the customer, you know. Yeah, I think that's it. It's hard to explain that.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you for sharing with us. Yeah, it's important the understanding the customers. Thank you, Marcia, and for you about the question 5.
Uh, like Romeo explained, I think, and another one, uh, uh, the hairdresser or barber normally knows what the best cuts to your face, your style, you know, but he can explain that to the customer, and oh, it's better to you, what do you think, and if you like it, so you accept the cut. So he don't he's not allowed to do what he likes, and that's okay. The customer needed to know and needed to accept the change of your expectations.
Yeah, thank you, Marcia. So I will skip the number 6. I go to the number 7. Think is a good one. So keep going with Marcia. Why do people sometimes resist big changes in their appearance, even if the change is good?
Because the human beings are very resistant to change every you know. And when we talk about the appearance, is difficult because you are used to be you on the same way, you are used to looking on the mirror and looking and accept your appearance. So change is it's a big thing to do. Because of that, I think the people have fear of change very drasticamente, you know?
Is a fear of a lot of people, and
Yes,
it's difficult to have people that will just do have the courage and do every kind of haircut,
yes.
every kind of change in the appearance. It's hard. Thank you, Marcia. Romeo, and for you about the question 7.
Well, I think the changes is really difficult for many for many person, for many people. I think, you know, um, change 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 itself, especially your appearance. Um, I think is normal or is easy for thinking for women. Is my opinion. Especially because they're always change for better. Try change for better. You know, tried try to, how can I say, try to change your hair, and I think bring good feeling or bring a good motivation. Oh, I think good feelings, good sensations, you know. But at the same time, to start this is hard. It's hard, you know. It's hard because how can I say, the feeling that encourage her, how can I say, cannot continues, you know, and probably or maybe the woman that changed this change can, how can I say, se arrepende. I don't know say this in English. I forgot, you know. I think it is because there's a fear to change, you know. But it is really important to try, you know. It's really important to try this because uh, can maybe good results, you know. Can maybe um, can maybe help. I think. Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's that's what I think, you know. I think that's it.
Yeah, it's necessary and be encouraged to do drastic changes because it's easy to regret after that, and even about the fact that the hair grows, these take a time to grow, isn't so fast. So when something happens, it's really hard to deal with that. So, Liam, and for you, what's your opinion about the question 7?
Well, change is difficult in general mode. Most of the time, are difficult. But I think there is comes a point when change becomes something a little fun. You know what I mean? So I guess Marcia give us a great point. It's human being. It's naturally to resist change.
Yeah, every kind of change is a big step. So, thank you. Luis, what about you?
Yes, I totally agree with Marcia said before, and I think that's something like ah, humanos preferem infernos conhecidos do que paraísos desconhecidos. So I think it's this because sometimes you are so. Well, I think it's that's change. It requires a lot of courage. I think.
Yeah, and changes are painful. Isn't so easy to deal with changes because I don't know. It's like you say, this statement, it is better to just keep going with the things that we know than try something different that could be better. So it's hard. So I think we have time tomorrow. Let me see here. Mhm. The number 10. Luis, if the customer refused to pay the haircut, what would be the fair solution for both the barber and the customer?
Well, I don't know. Maybe pay 50% of the full price. Maybe. You know, something like that, because it's clear that uh, the job, the hairdresser didn't understand the ask of the customer, and the customer could do nothing. And I think 50% of the full price, it's a way to solve this.
Yeah, could be a good strategy because imagine if the customer just say, "Oh, I will not pay." But imagine if everyone say, "Oh, I didn't like it, I will not pay." Then the barber will not receive and ever. So thank you, Luis. Liam, and for you, what's your opinion?
Not sure. I guess they should call the policy and see what happens. And oh, yeah, that's my opinion.
And say to the policeman, "Oh, look at my haircut. I wanted a long hair. Are you seeing a long hair here?" So yeah, like a, a balance between the both sides. Romeo, and for you about the
Um,
question 10.
Oh my gosh, it's a hard question, I think. But is the situations can make it happen, I think, all the time. But it is important to respect the professional that you work for receiving your money for that service, you know. I try to make a conversation and try understand what the reason for not paying me, you know. And I try to do like my friend said before, call the police because uh, it is important. Is important to pay for that service, you know. Uh, how can I say? at least you're good or not, you know, you like or not. It's important to pay. Or offer a other service, a free service next time, you know. But in this moment it's important to pay for the professional.
Yeah,
That's
like
it.
a discount on the next haircut
Yeah.
or another service would be a good strategy. Thank you for sharing with us, Marcia, and for you about the question 10.
I think the negotiation are very important because the service uh, was I don't know, was made it, you know? So the barber needs to receive for that, independent if you like it or not. It's like, oh, I call the painting to paint my apartment. Oh, I need to pay independent of if I like it or not, you know? Sometimes maybe negotiation a discount or 50/50, but needs to pay.
Thank you for sharing with us. And welcome back, guys, from the another room. Iago, how was the conversation in the breakout room for you?
I love our conversation, our discussion, but the 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 questions was very, very difficult sometimes, but was very well. But I haven't seen the video because I cheguei atrasado. So but the question was very good, very good. It's always very good.
So nice you like it. I will share the link of the video if you feel curious to watch that.
Thank you.
So, see you, Marcia. Thank you for coming. And Tainá, how was this for you?
Yes, it was interesting. We didn't understand why the barber cut off the customer hair.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he just wanted to do
Okay,
it.
it is a mystery.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because it's like already happens. You just say, oh, trim the sides, and the barber just say, no, but my chest is better. So Bruno, and for you.
Uh, uh, the conversation was good with the people. And yes, I believe for me it's hard to talk about my haircut, but because I had the same haircut for a long time, so I don't like to change it. I have fear to change and don't like. So for me, it's difficult. And that's it. I don't know. I believe talk about the video, I didn't understand a lot, but I agree. If the professional cuts my hair in a different way, probably I will complain with him. I don't know if I will fight with him because I don't know, but I will complain with him. That's it.
Yeah, it's hard to take a different haircut, a different everything that could change our appearance is difficult to have courage to change.
Exactly.
Thank you, Bruno. Julie, how was the conversation for you?
Eu não entendi.
Como foi a conversa para você?
Bom, como eu estou nas minhas primeiras imersões, assim, eu tenho muita dificuldade de entender. Às vezes eu pego uma palavra, mas ou menos eu sei o que eles estão falando. mas está sendo muito proveitosa. Eu estou aprendendo, prestando atenção na pronúncia dos colegas, que eu tinha dificuldade, tenho dificuldade, né? Então, para mim, foi muito produtiva. Todas as aulas, sempre aprendo algo a mais.
Que bom, fico muito feliz e espero que fique cada vez melhor para você.
Sim, thank you.
So, guys, I think we don't have more time for today. I want to thank you all to have this conversation with me. Was really nice and funny for me. I hope this was good for you too. And I also want to invite you for the next week. We'll talk about, I don't know, guys, if you already saw the movie called Click. It's from Adam Sandler, but will guide us in the next conversation. So the subject will be the universal remote. Would you fast forward your life? So I remember of this movie and I will bring this subject because of this movie. So if you feel interest, please come. So that's it for today. Have a nice week and see you soon. Bye.
See you. Bye bye.